对于自己作为华裔又是一名女性，屡屡打破美国政坛的玻璃天花板，并成为这次特朗普提名的部长人选当中唯一的华裔，赵小兰谦虚表示，这不是她个人的成就，而是所有亚裔美国人的努力。
Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
And
also my father.
Thank you so much, Dr. Zhang. Thank you. So we know tomorrow you both will sit on the platform of the Congress, just a few steps away from the president. And you will be, among all, you will be the probably only two Asian Americans on the platform as a symbol of all Asian Americans. So how do you feel?
Well, I'm very blessed to have my father with me still, and I'm so happy that he is able to be here and celebrate this very special occasion with me.
It's 非常高兴呀，这个用英文讲起来，非常高兴，而且 very excited 呀，这个预计是能够跟大女儿在一起，这个我晓得。我大女儿是非常孝顺的，她每样东西都要希望跟我同享。
早在老布什政府时期就出任美国交通部副部长的赵小兰，对于美国的命脉交通了如指掌。而特朗普在竞选总统时承诺投入1万亿美元，全面升级美国的交通基础设施。如果诺言兑现，这将是美国近代最大的基础设施翻新，赵小兰也将成为此一计划的灵魂人物。访谈中，赵小兰叙述了她的3大目标：安全第一、改善基础设施以及创新与创造。在被提名为交通部长前，赵小兰也与特朗普在特朗普大楼进行了会晤。
Okay, so it's actually you're not only the very first Asian American female to be in the president's cabinet. Now you are the only one Asian American to serve as U.S. Secretary twice. So how do you see your historic achievement?
I don't really view it as my historic achievement. It's much more, a milestone for Asian Americans. I want my journey to be an experience for everybody, most especially Asian Americans, which is why, we agreed to talk to Shanghai Media Group. You have a new opening. The building is beautiful. My father went there as my surrogate because I could not make it because of all the press of new business. But I hope that in speaking with your wonderful television station, that more Asian Americans can understand mainstream America. So that is our purpose, to share our experience, which has been so unique, so that more Asian Americans can see all the opportunities in mainstream America.
And let's talk about your new position. And hardly anyone is more experienced than you in the field, since you used to work for Maritime Administration and also serve as Deputy Secretary of Transportation. So what do you try to achieve this time as the Secretary of Transportation?
Well, we have 3 major goals. One is that safety is always a top priority of the department, and that is very important. Number 2, the President-elect has talked about improving the infrastructure of America and to make America great again. Infrastructure is a very important component of the overall competitiveness of a country and also of increasing the productivity. So repairing the roads, the bridges, improving our infrastructure will be a key concern. And then thirdly, looking to the future. America has such a strong place around the world because of our technology, our innovation, our creativity. And so we have a lot of emerging new technologies, such as autonomous vehicles, artificial intelligence, drones, that are helping to advance our society. But they're also bringing a high level of anxiety. So we as a society have to help those who have those anxieties to feel more comfortable with emerging technologies. And we need to have that before we can start thinking about how to manage that. Because emerging technologies will change the work in which we work, the way in which we work, and also travel.
作为唯一被特朗普提名为部长的华裔，赵小兰表示，她希望促进东西方的了解，也希望无需像美国一样经历巨大政治变化的国家保持耐心。
Right, you just mentioned about the president-elect. Yeah. Through your interaction with him, what's your impression of him?
He's impatient, he wants to get results, and he wants to make America great again.
Right, so in terms of making America great again, so how will he achieve that goal?
There are so many of his programs. We want, I'm sure, to, as I mentioned, rebuild our infrastructure. But we're also talking about so many other areas as well. For example, our international standing. That's not my portfolio, but the president wants to make America relevant overseas and make America a country of respect again. And there are many issues within the United States that we're going to have to tackle. We will have to tackle the deficit, the debt ceiling, the deteriorating infrastructure, the health care that has not been as so many people have expected. So there are a lot of issues in which the president hopes to improve society and improve the country.
Through your appointment,
yes.
How do you see your appointment can bridge the understanding between the East and the West?
I would hope that that would be the case. You know, in every starting administration, there's always a getting acquainted phase. So every administration, when they come into office, is tested in the international arena. And so I think for countries that are not going through a major change like ours, to be patient and to work with the United States, because I think the United States wants to work with others. There are real legitimate issues of concern, and I think the only way to resolve them is through communications and mutual understanding.
Could you talk about how do you keep this kind of Chinese tradition value as 孝顺 and also promote it in this American society?
I encourage young people not to have a complex. You know, they're Chinese and then they're American, and there should be no conflict. It's a combination of the two, which enriches the person. And for myself, I've always found that my dual heritage helped me very much in being more effective in dealing with people, because I understand so much more. So I encourage young people to feel confident and to not be afraid to try new things.
赵小兰在获得特朗普提名为交通部长时，她的第一个电话就是打给她的父亲赵锡成。赵锡成回忆起当时既兴奋又觉得理所当然。
I'd like to ask Dr. Zhao, what was your reaction when your daughter calls you, tell you that she was offered by the president-elect about the job?
Of course, very excited, but I think it's expected. I personally, because she are talking about the transportation, she is the best person, best selective person. Nobody like her with such kind of good experience and good this kind of good personality. She's in Chinese saying, 疑难借故有品格又好，这个工作能力又强。In other words, character-wise, capability-wise, competence-wise, she's always tip-top as the first person. So no surprise, she will.
赵小兰虽然在8岁时就来到美国，但她仍努力维持孝顺等中国传统。在人生的重要场合，也一定会邀请她的父亲出席，也让美国政坛人物都了解何为中国的孝道。甚至在赵小兰的任命听证中，多名国会参议员也都纷纷向她父亲致意。对此，赵锡成点滴于心，并且记录在他刚出版的新书当中。
我想特别提一下，就是您女儿真的十分的孝顺，就说怎么样把子女教得如此孝顺，而且是在美国，那同时等于是宣扬发扬中国的一个传统的一个文化，是真的很不容易。你怎么做到的？
这个，我想你们会看到，从许多小的动作上面，他对爸爸非常关心，啊，他把爸爸妈妈比他自己还重要。这个呢，是中国的传统，啊，现在中国当然也有许多变化，不好的传统还在，他就是把这个好的传统传留下来。我想这个是值得我们骄傲的。我倒不是因为我自己，我是更加有这样子的小心，希望它可以保存下去，把中国文化好的传下去，这是对我们中国非常有帮助。
The last question, I'd like to talk about the confirmation hearing. There were actually two scenes that touches me. One is a lot of senators before they ask your question, they send their regards to your father. And also, I still remember your husband, Mitch McConnell, introduce you and say he's so proud of give you to serve this country, to give her wife to serve this country. So can you talk about the support from these two very important men in your life?
Well, I'm really, really glad that the senators acknowledged my father. I talk about my father a lot and my family a lot to these, American senators. And they admire my family tremendously. They admire our closeness and they admire the family traditions. So even for Americans, how we conduct ourselves and the Chinese values of family is very, very impressive. My father has always been very empowering, not only of me, but of all my other sisters as well. And then my husband, he cooks himself and he does his own laundry. So he is very, very supportive. And we are a good partnership.
All right. Thank you very much for
Thank
your
you
time.
so much.
Thank you. Godspeed.
谢谢. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Very good.
谢谢。
Very good.
看看新闻 K News 记者美国华盛顿报道。